Welcome back to the 99 Bitcoin YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mark Hall, and today we got another bullish crypto live stream as the markets are starting to look very interesting. Looks like we're about to see a crazy turn. Looks like the markets are about to start pumping, and China and US just make a massive deal to pretty much end these freaking tariff wars. They have come to an agreement. It looks like this could cause the market to single-handedly pump. I mean, Sir Trump himself has done a lot this month to really help crypto get to where it's going at. We're starting to see a full recovery across the board. But before we go any further in the live stream, guys, I gotta say, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And remember, guys, like always, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel. As I'm not a financial advisor, therefore none of this is financial advice. Also, guys, I got to make a quick plug real quick for the partner of our channel, Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet that lets you create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure and anonymous non-custodial crypto wallet today. Available on Google Play and Apple App Store. A download link is in the description box below. Every download supports the channel tremendously, and I appreciate if you check it out. You're able to buy and swap Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with Best Wallet, the smartest way to buy, store, and manage your crypto in 2025. Now, the wallet plug out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what the heck's going on in the markets. Let's actually start this off right on the let's hit the nail on the hammer. Bitcoin hits $110,000 because of a massive catalyst, and that is a deal that was made between US and China. So we see breaking news. White House officially confirms trade deal with China. No tariffs, easing exports control, mutual cooperation, giga bullish news. BTC just went parabolic, hitting $110,000. It's starting to look absolutely insane, and looks like we might actually get to a realm where Bitcoin could go to the $200,000 category. I have a tweet from 2012 where an analyst predicts Bitcoin to hit 500,000. So again, it looks like things are starting to come to fruition here. Plus, also, there's rumors circling that Warren Buffett could potentially be investing in Bitcoin. It's absolutely insane. We have so much we're going to cover in this video. We see Let's Go. They're just kicking the can down the road. 2026, we're going to have the same drama again. Perhaps, but I think it looks like they hit this zone. And I think this is a massive deal between China and US. It's going to really help the economy see a boost. Talking about economy, there's a bunch of crazy things going on in the economy today. I want to go over to X real quick and show you guys a couple of things that have been brewing. Okay, so Bitcoin's most bullish month just began. Average November returns is 42%. Buckle up. Now, again, historically speaking, October is a very bullish month for crypto. And this year specifically, October wasn't that great. I mean, we started off with a bang. We ended meh. But again, overall, wasn't great. But looks like November could be pretty bullish. We're seeing the average for return for November is 42%. And this is taking data from 2013 up to 2025. And in comparison, October was 19% average return. Okay, with a 40% median. And for the median for November is around 8%, somewhere between 8 to 42%. We could be seeing some pretty substantial gain, and it looks like we're going to see something crazy, right? But also, the one thing to factor into this average is in 2013, we did see a 449%. So when you take that out, that's where the median comes in. We really get to that close to 9-10% mark. But regardless, looks like a bullish month could be coming for Bitcoin. Okay, now this is the tweet I was talking about a Bitcoin and Warren Buffett potentially buying. So Justin, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway now holds a record of $381.7 billion in cash. That's worth 3.47 million Bitcoin, 16% of the supply. Now, this does not mean that Warren Buffett is going to be buying Bitcoin for sure, but this much cash on hand and seeing all this money kind of flow into Bitcoin between BlackRock, ETFs, and whatnot, maybe, just maybe, Hathaway will dabble into Bitcoin. But the potential's there, okay? Berkshire Hathaway record 3.81 billion in cash isn't smart management, it's positioning. They want you to think that setting cash aside is safe. In reality, it's dry powder for when the Feds start printing again. Dry powder. QT ends December 1st. QE flows right after. When liquidity floods back, cash melts, hard assets explode, headlines distracting, macro reveals the truth. So again, this user is more or less suggesting that perhaps this is a how do you say this without sounding cringe, but some sort of a matrix attack, a higher power in play to kind of trick the masses, right? That's what this user is suggesting, and very well be, right? We're even seeing in the markets, right? Like this post specifically from TradeView, crypto market sentiment stays in fear following Trump's deal with China. Okay, so yes, that is a fact that the fear and greed index is still in fear, but something to factor in is the market start pumping, right? We've seen Bitcoin more or less jump to 110. When we go on the 24, we can see right following the news, we went from like 109 to 110, which again, it's obviously not, oh no, we went to 111 actually. So again, obviously it's not like life changing, but looks like something big can be coming. Like it's definitely hard to ignore. But then when you see these bearish posts, it kind of gets fear. Like why would they want to, especially a trading platform like this, fear you away from Bitcoin right now, when historically speaking, when these deals are made, it's generally bullish for crypto. Okay, we see crypto trader Ash says this certainly is bullish for the markets, echoing similar sentiment. Crypto trader 0x Nober said that this is giga bullish news. So again, like it's like they're spewing a bunch of confusion, right? So again, just keep that in mind as well, right? There's so much to consider when trading crypto, right? That like is a lot of distractions. So the whole objective is to kind of stay away from the distractions. Talking about distractions, I want to distract you from a second from this market update to talk about crypto presale project that has some pretty crazy upside potential. On the topic of Bitcoin, this one's bringing L2 technology to Bitcoin. If you subscribe to the channel, you know I've covered Bitcoin Hyper many times in the past before. I'm pretty bullish for this project, and I think what they're delivering is absolutely fantastic. Bitcoin Hyper is the fastest Bitcoin layer 2 chain. Scalability and speed for Bitcoin are finally here. So bring that L2 technology to Bitcoin to make Bitcoin faster, cheaper, more effective, and essentially so we can start building on Bitcoin like we've been building on other blockchains. They have raised over $25.6 million in pre-sale. On average, they raised about $100,000 a day, which is just nuts to like really fathom. And they even had some large world transactions, multiple large world transactions in the six-figure mark. Again, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You can go verify this on the blockchain to see this for yourself, right? That just shows investor confidence. It shows smart money. It shows that some people see what the potential for this could be. So Bitcoin Hyper finally unlocks fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions. This unleashes the true power of Bitcoin, payments, meme coins, and dApps. 2025 will be the year remembered as BTC Hyper changing everything. If you're interested in buying the pre-sale, you can buy the card or crypto directly from the website, and I'll leave the website link in the description box below. Plus, take advantage of their 46% stake in reward. They're a growing community. They're building rather fast. Over 15.9 thousand followers. They're making updates. They're really growing this community and raising money very fast. So don't fade this one. Again, a link to the website for Hyper is in the description box below, so definitely check it out. All right, back to the Bitcoin and market news and why the market's really going to start pumping. So just in, Japan becomes the 11th country, excluding the US, to mine Bitcoin with state-backed resources, okay? So again, absolutely massive. So the world is waking up, and we can't ignore Bitcoin much longer, right? Now, like Asia has been really, pushing back on Bitcoin for some time now, but even they're jumping in, okay? So we can see that something could be coming, okay? Now, UAE telecom provider Doom launches a Bitcoin cloud mining service, all right? So again, we're seeing cloud mining, we're seeing countries starting to mine, and again, the whole cloud mining platform as a whole, it's kind of like cloud gaming, right? They're basically giving virtual hash power for you to start mining at home, right? To get everyone involved, very, very bullish for crypto and the markets as a whole. So again, you gotta love it, okay? Now we can see just a Michael Saylor post, a Saylor Bitcoin tracker chart. Orange is the color of November, another Bitcoin buy incoming, okay? So again, he usually posts this after making another massive buy, and looks like he's just continuing to buy. He buys a dip, he buys when it pumps, he's constantly buying, right? What is this? 71.07 billion, okay? That's pure Saylor energy. He has never said it outright, just drops poetic breadcrumbs before a massive purchase. Orange is the color of November. Might as well be MicroStrategy is a code for load the truck. He is posting charts again. The buy button probably already has been pressed. Again, it's insane the amount this person, this man, the Batman, keeps buying, which is just absolutely insane. Okay, more related news to the macroeconomics, right? Like less crypto, but again, this obviously affects crypto. Governor Waller calls for Federal Reserve to cut interest rates again in December. Historically speaking, when they cut rates, it just helps the market, cause a little bit of inflation. Inflation usually causes the price of assets to rise like Bitcoin, gold, stocks, and crypto. So again, very, very bullish there. The Bitcoin white paper displayed in Los Angeles. Again, like this is nothing crazy, but this is just market awareness, right? They just continue to put these signs in front of your eyes, okay? That's poetic. The Bitcoin white paper lighting up LA, the same city built on Hollywood illusions and fiat dreams. The real script is now on the wall. You can't ban an idea whose time has come. Bitcoin is culture now. Again, absolute facts. We are sitting in a very pivotal point in the market, and we're seeing a lot of cultural relevancy for crypto and Bitcoin as a whole, which again, another massive bullish factor, right? Things just kept getting better and better. Okay, so now this is pretty cool as well. So watch, visionary analyst predicts Bitcoin could reach $500,000 back in 2023. At the beginning of live, I was talking to you about this. Let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go
market and $1 trillion. This is 2012. If we assume that the volume of Bitcoin today would rise to something equal to that of the shadow economy, so basically the black market would become a Bitcoin-based or a cryptocurrency-based black market. And if I assume then that the Bitcoin price would rise equally so, which we can talk about whether that's a good idea, then Bitcoin prices would rise to around $160,000 for a Bitcoin.
Okay.
Should Bitcoin actually become the new gold? People talk about Bitcoin like gold 2.0, the new gold. They actually use that phrase quite loosely these days. If this really is the case, we know that there's around 155,000 tons of above ground gold. These are the most conservative estimates I could find, the James Turk estimates, and multiply that with the gold price. Total valuation is around $7.2 trillion. So if Bitcoin really does become the new gold, one Bitcoin should be worth around $340,000. I mean, imagine the implication. You own 3 Bitcoins today, and that makes you a millionaire tomorrow. You own 3,000 Bitcoins, and you're on your way to become a billionaire. I mean, so you can see the kind of risk-reward ratio we are talking about. And then finally, I mean, Bitcoin is the new gold. The black market is using Bitcoin. Why wouldn't Bitcoin become the new world reserve currency? And then based on, again, the most conservative numbers I could find, what I come up with is a Bitcoin price a little over $500,000 for one Bitcoin. So very exciting indeed. Again, that's why I think the risk reward ratio of Bitcoin is extraordinary. Everybody should own just a few Bitcoins, even if it's just a tiny percentage.
Okay, so there's a lot there, right? There's a lot to unpack. Okay, essentially, he's comparing it to gold. He's comparing it to being a reserve currency. There's a lot to unpack there. But remember, this is back in 2013. Okay, now in terms of price, right? For 2013, what's Bitcoin trading at? At 2013, Bitcoin's going for like a maximum of at the peak $700. And let's just say he was talking about the peak. It just goes to show really how the future is going towards adopting crypto. Even today, I'm sitting here saying buying Bitcoin at 110. It's going to go to 200,000. That's my conservative estimate, right? 250K. That is very likely, if not this cycle, the next cycle, right? In 10 years from now, in 2033, people are going to say, oh, I wish I bought a tenth of a Bitcoin for $11,000 or yeah, $11,000, right? When you start factoring like the time, and you just like forget about valuation for a second, right? Put valuation aside. You just time and inflation alone, right? And that causes value as well, right? It's just when you start really deep in it, and you get a full feel for what's going on. It's gonna be insane what's gonna happen in the next 10 years. It would be very likely for Bitcoin to reach $1 million. I'll be happy to come back to this and clip this in 2033, 2035, 10 years from now, 2036. It's just crazy, right? So that's I don't know. I'm just going so deep into this tangent. But to lighten the mood, let's talk about another crypto pre.
This is 2012.
Well, that scared the crap out of me. Let's go back to lighten the mood. Let's talk about another crypto pre-sale project, a meme coin play I've been watching very closely. Again, if you guys been watching the Pepe update videos, I pretty much cover this one in Pepe update videos as well. It's a Pepe themed token, light and fun. Pepe Node pre-sale is a mine to earn meme coin. Pepe Node lets you build your own virtual meme coin mining rig. You're able to buy nodes, to build your server room, and combine nodes for huge bonuses. So buy meme nodes, upgrade your faculties, and earn meme coins in the process. In the past 2 days, or next 2 days and 20 hours, are set to increase their price. So you do want to buy at the lowest price. Now is your time to strike. Again, link to buy is in the description box below. This one is bringing meme coin mining to the masses. So similar to like how the UAE is doing cloud mining, this is a similar concept. Pepe Node brings gamified meme coin mining to the masses. No physical computing power required. Pepe Node allows you to build a customized meme coin mining rig in your own virtual server room. So more nodes equals more meme coins. You're able to buy nodes, upgrade your faculties, and earn meme coins in the process. They have raised over $2 million in a pre-sale, and they're offering a massive 634% stake in reward, which is like unheard in the market today right now. So again, a fantastic opportunity for those who are into mining. How it works is you start off in this empty server room, and you're able to buy these nodes, okay? You can buy nodes, and also after you start buying your nodes, you can start combining them. You can combine nodes for better bonuses, and when you build some nice beefy setups, you can actually sell them as well, which is pretty cool. That adds a gamified element to this mining. Again, if you are interested in buying to this crypto pre-sale, you buy directly from the website with card or crypto, right from the website. And I'll have the website link in the description box below for your convenience. So definitely go ahead and check it out. But back to the news. Michael Saylor says the only thing to fear is not having enough Bitcoin. Again, this man just seems to be so bullish for Bitcoin. Billionaire Michael Saylor explains how he's using Bitcoin, how he is using Bitcoin to bring social security to over 1 billion people. Let's go ahead and hear this as well.
And
again,
so what's the
very innovative, very like it's crazy.
technology? No one has a hard time collecting a pension. So what we're really talking about is creating a living stipend or creating a annuity or a pension. And so what's the offers like happily ever after to it's social security. That's the product. For how many people? Like a billion? Like everybody, right? It's basically social security and living happily ever after for a billion people. What do I got to do? All you got to do is just A, understand Bitcoin and trust it. And then B, you got to trust the company or the security that you're buying. But once you get over those two barriers, what'd you get? It's like, how many people would like their salary to go from $30,000 to $100,000 a year? Everyone. Technology.
Right.
No one has.
And similar to the last post, it's about timing, right? Key theme here: timing, right? As the markets continue to progress, cycle after cycle, more scarce Bitcoin becomes every 4 years. You guys know this happening; it becomes half, right? There's gonna be less Bitcoin, more people wanting Bitcoin. We're already seeing institutional monies grabbing up crypto, at Bitcoin and Ethereum specific. It's really like these are the points to really to consider, right? And that's what he's saying. It's his version of Social Security, right? To over 1 billion people, well, if not more, right? It's just it's time to buy, guys. Again, just think about 10 years from now, right? If hypothetically speaking, if you watch it, right? But put yourself in your shoes. Right? If you can manage to buy 1 Bitcoin this year, right? That sounds crazy, $100,000, right? $110,000 USD, right? And you were some way able to pull it off. And 10 years from now, it's $1 million. It's just insane to really fathom. And the crazy part is, 10 years from now, it's almost guaranteed that at base minimum, you're gonna get your money back, right? With Bitcoin specifically, right? And when you really like, again, I don't want to like be a Bitcoin maxi here. I don't really do Bitcoin. I'm more of a meme coin guy. But like, yo, like today's a real one, right? I was talking to my buddy. let's do story time. I was talking to my buddy yesterday for an hour. Okay, he's looking to buy a new car. And nothing crazy. Like this is just like an everyday friend, right? He's looking to buy a car. He wants like the new Toyota Camry or something, right? It's like 60,000 Canadian dollars. So I think that's like 43,000 USD. And he wants to finance for 7 years. And I'm like, why? Especially for him, because he's just working. He's an everyday person. He's not really into crypto and stuff, right? He makes regular people money, works a regular person job, and no interest in this internet culture stuff, right? I'm like, why do you want to pour so much money into a car where you know in the next 4 or 5 years it's going to be worth at minimum 30% hit in price because you bought it brand new, right? But imagine it's like instead he starts buying Bitcoin, right? You know, I'm not trying to sound like a Bitcoin maxi here, right? like really. In his example, right, the car payment came to about $700 a month Canadian. We're gonna have to go in Canadian figures, unfortunately, guys, because I can't calculate off the top of my head. So imagine he just buys a car outright cash, $4,000 whoopty, right? And instead he makes he bought outright cash a whoopty, right? 2,000 a whoopty is like slang for like just a beater, okay? Then he's putting $700 a month into Bitcoin, right? Again, it's not a lot of money, but like when you times that by 12, that's extra like $8,400, right? And I'm just going on tangent. I'm just saying there's people who buy 6 figures worth of cars, right? So all I'm saying is priority. I don't know why I'm going so deep in this tangent, but yeah, there you have it. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the post because the color of November. That's pretty much it for the post, right? Market, we're seeing market update. We're seeing Ethereum US spot demands slip amid crypto market pressure. We're seeing 33 billion in 6 hours gaining crypto markets, massive reversal. We're starting to see a bullish sentiment in the air again. We're seeing Bitcoin hits $111,000 high after October decline, fuels altcoin rally hopes. Again, we're starting to see that altcoin rally pressure begin as well, which is great to see. We're seeing obviously the deal between China and US. A lot of good things can be coming for the market, and hopefully it's going to start causing the market to pump. Obviously, the market's down a little bit today. Finger is still on 35. Our side 45. That's decent. Decent bit of buying pressure going in. So things are definitely starting to look good. Now, guys, before we close off, I do want to ask you guys to check out the last crypto pre-sale project of my stream, and that is Maxi Doge. Maxi Doge is a crypto pre-sale project that's Dogecoin themed. Maxi Doge trades on 1000x leverage, no stop loss, fuel the Maxi pump. In 1 day and 8 hours, they're set to increase their price. They've raised over $3.8 million in pre-sale, and they're offering a little bit of utility to the holders. It's a real community-driven coin, right? We're seeing the stake in Maxi reward pool with daily smart contract distribution, Maxi contest, community activations, and rewards for top ROI hunters, and partner events, futures platforms, integrations, and gamified tournaments. So again, really cool pre-sale project, link in the description box below. All 3 projects I talked about today are linked in the description box below. You can go ahead and check them out. And that pretty much wraps up the stream, guys. This one was a different one. This one was like a real Bitcoin heavy, market heavy, philosophy heavy style stream. But again, we're switching it up. Next one, we'll probably do a more meme coin centric, more fun. We'll look at some top meme coins that people are buying, that the whales are buying, smart money's buying, and we'll just have how about that? Let's have a dappy time. So probably see you guys again on Tuesday. So hit the subscribe button down below so you'll watch more streams just like this. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Let me know your favorite parts. Let me know what you want to see more of for next time. And that pretty much concludes the stream, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, guys, like always, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel. I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice.